Hari Om. To continue with 264, yesterday we have seen the nature of the mind and what exactly the self wants and why we are so uncomfortable. We are unhappy and uncomfortable because we are not at the limelight. And to be at the limelight, we do all things for each and everything that is possible to gain the attention and attraction of people. It can be the name, fame, money, position, anything. Nowadays, it's so wondrous, even devotees or even people wants to become gurus. Why? Because they gain attention. Everybody will come to them. And becoming a guru is not that easy. So we take n number of forms. Why? To gain the attention and the attraction. Of course, after the basic things have been met, because you might say, Swamiji, other day when explaining Vajagovindam, he said that Udaranimittam Bhukuta Veshaha, people do everything for the sake of their stomach. Yes. You see, there are different stages. At the first level is the physical security that is required. Once the physical security has been fulfilled, then you go for economical security. That is investments, money, house, car, whatever it is. And then social security, name, fame, position, designation. Right? As you all know, Maslow's law, the hierarchy has been explained. Let me not go into management now. Yeah, but having understood that the person has come to one particular level and seeking something, here is all the play of the ego. As long as the ego keeps rising, self-knowledge cannot be gained. They're inversely proportional. Mathematically, if you want me to put it, ego and self-knowledge are inversely proportional. The greater the ego, the lesser the self-actualization. Lesser the ego, greater the Atmanishta. Make it very clear. And this ego is so subtle that it can project in a number of ways, in a very, very cunning manner. The best example that reminds me of is a person comes and says, Swamiji, namaste. Can Swamiji says, namaste. Swamiji, he folds his hand, keeps it very close to his chest, bends a bit, the back is a bit bent like a hunchback, not hunch, but projecting himself to be humble. He says, Swamiji, do you know that the Shikara Gopuram, 1 crore, God has made me donate that. Why this? A person who has donated can forget. Why should he proclaim? Understand, he needs recognition from the Swamiji that, oh, he is a benevolent man. Or one day call him on the stage and reward him. Nowadays, schools have started that business. They collect 10 lakhs in name of charity, spend around 50,000 rupees, right? and the rest the management pockets. So the whole process, the management says you give 50%, I will give 50%. In fact, in the 10 lakhs collected, the management should have put 10 more lakhs, but actually the whole event itself got ended with 50 lakhs, 50,000. I have seen. But what do the people think? Oh, they think, oh, when the management has invested, oh. These projections of humbleness, understand very carefully the thread line here. Just by projecting to be humble, if one is getting such great returns, then imagine if one really becomes humble. What will happen? That is what has happened to all Mahans, all Avatar Avaristas, all Gyanis, all Siddhas, all Fakirs and Saints. They are so blissful, so happy, because they're really zero from inside, not projecting to be zero. Yes, some have been recognized, some have not been recognized by the world, that is secondary. They are least bothered about the recognition, but they are reveling in bliss every moment and every second. They are joyful. No worries, no tension, no anxiety, no ambiguity. Look at that state. By pretending if one can gain so much, by becoming what all, that is what we are supposed to think. So we have seen yesterday, Ragadvesha Vektaistu. So by what you call self-control and by rising above the dualities of likes and dislikes and restraining the senses from moving in a haphazard manner to its whims and fancies, he says one attains peace. Prasadam adhigacchati. That is how it got concluded. Prasadam adhigacchati. Prasadam means, as I mentioned, peace. Even if you eat prasad also, that's peace. I know a lot of people who go to temples for the sake of prasad. And if you look at the lineage, all those temples which are distributing free prasad have all flourished. Because when you feed, you grow. Therefore, in our system, Dhanam has gained such a great name. And always remember, Dhanam is not that you are helping the other person. That becomes arrogance. If the other person comes and spreads his hands for alms, remember that is not for one to feel that I'm superior, I am giving a life, I'm sustaining a person, I'm quenching his hunger and thirst. That is not the attitude. By giving charity, we are burning our karmas, we are burning our samskaras, we are burning our vasanas. That we should understand. Therefore, whenever you are given an opportunity to serve, just plunge and serve wholeheartedly, because we are cleaning our own self for upliftment. This attitude should be there in mind. A lot of people, they speak, it is not me giving, he is giving through me. We should never get carried away by this. We did not speak that, we did not say that. It can be inside, it can be in us. That feeling should be in us. If that feeling is inner, soaked, then those words also cannot come. Because those words are also a subtle way of expressing ego. God has given me an opportunity to give. See? No, 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 no. Even that thought should not come. Yes. Share, share, share. So with this, we will conclude today's one. Tomorrow we'll go for the next one. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru.